Hello students, my name is Shesi George, your professional accounting teacher. Please, before you continue with this video, try to subscribe to my YouTube channel. As you do, God bless you. Okay, now let's get started. In this video, we are going to look at branch accounting. Okay, branch accounting using the profit adjustment method, which is one of the methods for solving problem on branch accounting. So let's get started. Now, before you continue, I want you to pause this video and write out this question. Pause the video, or you read the question, or you write it out. All right. Okay. So God bless you as you do that. Now, I always advise as accounting teacher to always start with the requirements. You read the requirements. The requirement will tell you where to go. Okay. Now let's start. You are required to prepare branch stock accounts, Roman figure 2, branch profits adjustment account, Roman figure 3, branch debtors account, and Roman figure 4, branch profits and loss account. So as a wise student, all you need to do is to open all these accounts. You open each account as required. So let's do that. So you do that by starting with the name of the business. That is Nationwide Enterprises, Kenema Branch. All right. Then we have, like I said, this is Roman figure 1. Roman figure 2, you open branch profit adjustment account. Roman figure 3, that is branch debtors accounts. Then lastly, Roman figure 4, that is branch profits and loss account. All right. Now you start with the additional information. So always start with the additional information. Go to the additional information. The question says that closing stock. Take note of that. Closing stock at the end of the year was valued at 111,600 at selling price. So take note of that, at selling price. All right. Some question will say at invoice price. All right. It means this value includes the profit elements, include costs plus the profit elements. Okay. So students should take note of that. Then goods are invoiced to branch at cost plus. So if this is at selling price and you are giving cost plus, you need to change this. We call it markup. It needs to be converted to margin, and that's the first thing you will do. You have to convert this 20% to margin, because the goods are being sent to branch. You know, the information given to you is at selling price. All right. So we need to convert this to margin. Supposing they are giving, the value is at the cost price, so we don't need to convert. But because they are selling price, and markup doesn't relate to selling price, but margin does. Okay, margin does. Okay, so let's do that first. That's the first. So like I said, markup is the profit, so you write markup. That's your workings. So working note 1, you convert markup to margin. So markup is the profit when expressed as the percentage of the cost, while margin is the profit when expressed as the proportion or percentage of the selling price. All right. So we have 20%. 20% is the same thing as 20 all over 100, which is the same thing as 1 over 5. Now to convert this, you have the numerator, which is 1, all over denominator plus numerator. Then it will give you 1 all over 6. So this is the margin. So we use this to calculate the profit elements on the value, because those values are selling prices. But this goes with cost price. I have done a video on this. You can check my YouTube channel, you see. All right. So now let's go back to the question. Now, to start with, The following balances were extracted from the books of Nationwide Enterprises in respect of a branch in Kenema for the year ended 2007. Take note of that. So if you have branch stock account 17, so for the year, the accounting year that ends in June, it means it must have started in 2006. So this is opening inventory, okay? That is your opening stock. And don't forget, branch is like a debtor. So this is the opening balance and it will be debit side. And don't forget, when you are using this method, profit adjustment, all our figures in this question will be at the selling price or invoice price, okay? At the selling price. Then we have balance brought forward, and that is 60,000. So the profit element on this will be credited. All right, the profit element, it means unrealized profit. So we have balance. So how do you calculate the profit element on that? You will use the markup that we have calculated. The markup calculated, that's 1 over 6 now. We now say 1 over 6 multiplied by 60,000 over 1. And this gives us 10,000. All right, so that's the profit on this. The cost will now be 50, but we need the profit. Okay, so we have 10,000. Then the next question says branch debtors accounts. That's the opening stock, opening balance. These are opening balances of the debtors. Okay, so you go to the debtors account. You have already opened it. Just come here. Of course, debtor we have a debit balance. So this is the opening balance brought forward, and that gives you 132,500. All right. Okay, class. Then the next item is this: goods during the year. Goods sent to branch at selling price is this. Goods sent to branch. In this case, branch received the goods, so they are receiver, and the double entry principle says that debit the receiver. Okay, so branch, then don't forget this is representing the branch as a receiver. So you come here and write goods sent to branch, that is 540,000. And don't forget, take the profit element on this. This is at selling price, so you will take the profit element on this and credit to, so goods sent, that's profit on goods sent. So you write goods sent. So how do you get the profit element on this? It is selling price. You will use the markup that has been calculated before. And what is that markup? Is 1 over 6 multiplied by 540. And this will give you 90,000. Okay, when you cut to give you 90,000. All right, so goods sent profit is 90,000. Okay, now let's go to the next item. So just tick this: cash sales to the branch. Okay, when there is a sales of goods, cash will be received, the cash book will be debited, then branch stock will be credited when there is a sale. So you say cash sales. How much? That is 144,000. That's cash sales. Okay, cash book or cash account will be debited, then the branch stock, this is representing the branch, don't forget, will be credited. So part of this has been sold out. All right, now the next item is credit sales by the branch. Credit sales by the branch. Don't forget, when we say credit sales, it means to the debtors, to the customers. They did not pay, so we need to debit them. All right, so you come here and say branch debtors. Okay, that is 360,000. Then you come to the branch debtors and debit them because they are a receiver. Debit the receiver. Don't forget. So we have sales 360,000. All right. Then the next item, goods returned by branch debtors. So if the debtors return goods to the branch, are you with me? By branch debtors, not to the head office, to the branch. All right. So you have returns of it. You credit them. That's credit the giver. They are returning the goods. Then branch debtors, branch stock will receive it and say goods returns, which is 18,000. So out of these sales, probably they have returned 18,000. So we need to calculate the profit element on this. And how do you do that? Okay, you will use the margin. That's 1/6 multiplied by 18,000 over 1, and that gives you 3,000. Okay, so you go to the profit adjustment and said returns. That is 3,000. Okay, all right. Now, the next item there is cash paid by branch debtors. In that regard, when cash is received by the branch will debit the cash book, then the debtors will be credited. So you just come to the debtors account, say cash. How much? 2,740. Okay, so the debtors paid cash, then cash accounts will be debited, and this will be credited. All right, then the next one says branch expenses paid by the head office. Paid by the head office. So what do? You come to the branch profit and loss. When head office paid, head office would have credited their cash accounts, then they will debit, say branch expenses. All right, so what do you have? 33200. So if you look at those items, the last one here is closing stock at the end of the year. Is this? Don't forget. Exactly. It's 111,600. So just leave some lines and say balance carry forward 11600. All right. Then the profit element on this, 111,600. So the profit element on this, you calculate as usual. Is on, because this is selling price. Then you come here and have 1/6 times what? 11600. So this will give us 18,600. Okay, when you take your calculator, divide it by 6, so you come here and say balance, that's the profit adjustment, carry forward 18,600. So pick up your calculator to balance your accounts. So these two accounts is expected, these two sides is expected to balance, to have an equal sum. So let us add this side. So when I add using my calculator of the video, okay, I'm having 618,000. All right, so I'm having 618,000. If there is a difference, it means stock loss. So just write stock loss. So there is a difference here of 24. Okay, so this stock loss will be taken to P&L accounts. So just take it straight immediately and say stock or inventory loss, which is 2,400. Okay, 2,400. So student, take note of that. Now this is balanced. Now let's balance this. So from my calculator, from my calculator. The addition of this gives me 103,000, 103,000. Okay, then the difference here is the gross profit. So we have the gross profits, which the difference is 84,400. Please, you can test check with your calculator. Then this will come to the branch profit and loss. So this is the gross profit made by the branch, gross profits, which is 84,400. Okay, all right. Now let us balance this branch stock. Okay, so to balance the branch stock, I will come here. I will do my line. So when I add this together, it's from my calculator of the video 500,492,500. Okay, then I'm having balance carried down of how much from my calculator of the, so I'm having 200, 500. You can use your, are you with me? Then you can quickly bring this down and say balance brought forward 22500. Okay, you can also bring this balance down and say balance, that's, if you have the time, 18600. Okay, you can also bring this balance down and say balance bring this balance down 11600. Okay, then lastly you calculate the branch profits. So we have the branch profits. So from my calculator, I'm having 84400, 84400. So when you add these two together and subtract it from this, use your calculator, do that. What do you have? I have 48800. 48800. Okay, you can copy it. You can copy, pause the video and copy. You can pause the video and copy. So this is branch accounts. Quick one, this is branch accounts using the profit adjustment method, and that is the most common method in the exam. All right, so if you love this video, please do share with your friends. As you do, God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I remain your lecturer. Thanks. Bye.